Hey there, Postal here. So today we're going to hop into just a very enjoyable plane to play at Tier 9. If you are into turn fighters, the Yak-19 is the turn fighter for you. It is the quintessential at this particular tier where everybody's got the jets and has lost quite a bit of maneuverability. The Yak-19 hangs on to that maneuverability. So let's go ahead and hop right into a battle. Okay. I don't know why I was enthralled by the bots talking. So what do we got up against here? We got an F-94D, which I should honestly be able to kind of own. No, I don't need support. I need you to go that way, that way, that way. There you go. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and get the garrison. So because I'm the only human playing, I don't want my bots to take 45 minutes to get this garrison. Going ahead and get in the garrison, and then I'll head to the center. I'm sending who I can to the mining facility. I'm in a light fighter plane. I can't do a whole lot versus the mining facility, especially this light fighter plane. What do I mean by that? Well, I can't get up high. I can get up high, but it's not my comfort zone. It takes me a little while to get up there, and if there's more than one aircraft up there, I'm probably going to regret going up high. I don't have hard-hitting cannons. These cannons, 323mm cannons, are really truly meant for taking out fighters and multi-role fighters. They are not really meant for taking out bombers or GAs. They can do it, definitely can do it, but they're just better equipped and more comfortable taking out fighters like what I'm doing right now. There's our LA-160, our Soviet brethren. Oh crap, I don't really like doing that. If those 30mm cannons hit, I'm going to regret my life choices, but I also know that I've got the more consistent of the cannons on the front of this compared to what's on the front of a LA-160. That's what makes this plane really stand out compared to... Oh, sorry, you're just going to get in front of me? That's what really makes this plane stand out compared to its... Should I keep chasing it? Compared to its Tier 9 Soviet brethren. Son of a bitch, seriously? It's got 3 consistent guns, right? The MiG-9 has that 37mm cannon, which is great, but it can be a pain in the butt if it's not really working with you that game. The LA-160, like I just headed on there, has 2 30mm cannons, which again can be great, can get some solid hits in. But they're super sporadic and can be frustrating. The 23mm cannons on this plane, though, we've got 3 of them, so they're the same distance. They're all hub-mounted or cowling mounted, whatever it's called in this game. So they're centrally located, and you can just work with them very, very easily, rather than some of the other planes in this tier, like an attacker. Am I going to hit this guy? Maybe. Or a key, things like a Spitfire or Key 94 that have cannons on the wings can cause issues when you're dogfighting. Who's this guy? Another 160. You're higher than you should be, sir. And I'm about to go higher than I should be, but you're already up there, so you're definitely in trouble. Yay! Alright, and so this plane really excels at just being a dogfighter. And on a map like this, where you've got just a centrally located spawn point, or just centrally located... Come on, people. So now it's really important that we hold on to the center location so that my bombers and GAs can continue to spawn right next to the mining facility. But this plane is really good at just kind of sitting in a zone like this, especially in a battle like this where the next most maneuverable thing is that key 94. And I feel fairly confident that I can outmaneuver him and make his life a living hell. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition or not. I'm going to get some pot shots on this IL. But I am not going to stick around behind him. If I go behind him, I'm going to go beneath him. Like thus. Let's head back to the center a little bit here. Hopefully that made him weaker for somebody that's got the guns that can take on a GA. Kabooey. Let's go ahead and get this, this 209. No, it's a 109. My bad. Yeah, that GA already got knocked out, it looks like. But you know, I'm fine with it. I'm not, you know, if I'm just able to weaken something, I'll take an assessment of my hit points, what's more important, me staying alive. I'm not going to get my GA. Speaking of staying alive, let's see if I can get some hit points back. Come on, 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 come on. Alright, let's go get this key. Maybe. There's a lot coming in. Let's go ahead and stay down low. There's just too much at this point. I don't want to go up and try to get a key 94 in his comfort zone and live to regret it with everything that's coming in here. So let's not... That was really stupid. It's really, really, really stupid.
Hang in there. You'll soon be cut off from support.
Let's hopefully load in pretty quickly. God damn, that was annoying. Thought he was... Obviously I thought he was going higher than he actually was, but I can load back in the center here. Hopefully they don't take it in the next 2 seconds. 1 second. Now. Let's go back to owning the center section here. I can easily outmaneuver the LA-160. It's the key that's going to be more of a problem than anything else. So especially at higher altitude where I lose even more of my turning performance, I don't want to get myself pulled up too high. And he says as he gets pulled up higher. No respawn, so let's definitely pay attention to that. Alright, and we've got the mining facility now, so now now we're going to have the ability to win as long as we continue to hold on to the mining facility and hold on to this sector. They're going to keep on coming at this sector. So I want to continue to just defend it. There's squall lines, so I'm going to be able to kill anything and not have it come back. So let's go ahead and hit back to the center. Do not want to lose the center here. Yeah, see, that mining facility is making the difference. But the key in this situation is saying, not saying, oh, I need to go take the mining facility, because my plane can't take the mining facility. The key in this situation is saying, okay, what can I do to help my team take said mining facility? They're gonna go ahead, they're probably gonna get the mining facility at this point, so let's see if we can get a garrison while we're at it, or 2. This plane can definitely take garrisons. Oh shoot, are we gonna lose the center because I'm leaving it? Oh, so much going on. Let's go ahead and take out what we can. Hello, 23mm cannons. I was able to get it. And so yeah, that's what this plane does well. Now, you can't just flip zones like I can't. I'm not in a heavy fighter. I'm not going to be able to have a huge direct impact on things like mining facilities. But in a situation like this, I can dictate where the attacks to the mining facilities come from. So let's head on back. Alright, so we were able to get 22 targets knocked out there, 7,000 damage to aerial targets, 19,000 personal points. I'll say that's a pretty good run at it. Yeah, and I mean, not every game I've gotten the Yak-19 is obviously this good, but I'm willing to bet this is one of my highest win rate planes out there. And the reason being is the last couple of games I had before this one was like air supremacy games. This plane at tier 9, more than any other plane at tier 9, can hold a sector so well. It's got just enough airspeed. It has great maneuverability, obviously, and it's got the ability, if you're paying attention to your surroundings well enough, which, you know, doesn't happen all the time for everybody, and myself included, but if you're paying enough attention, you can really, you know, own the sector. Problem is sometimes it can be a struggle to get the sector in the first place, but you saw how I was able to just kind of, I had killed so many flipping people at the center at that location. Well, let me go back here and see what was my capture points, my defense points basically. 780, I mean pretty significant. 560 of that was while defending, 220 was while attacking. Clearly the attacking part was just, you know, getting that initial sector, and then I guess a little bit at the end on that garrison. Oh, and the beginning garrison for that matter, I forgot. But this plane is so good at just defending a zone. You're not going to win, you know, you're not going to win any kind of attacking kind of situations. If you need to go attack a zone to win the game, Yak-19's gonna struggle in that kind of situation. You saw how long it took for me to get to the garrison at the end. Even with the, you know, the quote-unquote high airspeed of this plane, it still tends to bleed its airspeed a little bit. And once you get there, your 23 mil cannons again are really good at defending. They're not the best at just killing heavy aircraft or killing, you know, bombers and GAs. So be mindful of that. But it's just a really good game. But it's just a really good aircraft, and just a lot of fun. Like, it's not really a thinking aircraft either. You go to a zone, I kill an aircraft, I hit my button to target the next closest aircraft, I move towards that aircraft, I kill it, and rinse and repeat, right? And I pay attention to the map to see if there's any heavy aircraft that could be doing strafing runs on me, or pay attention to the incoming light aircraft, the light fighters that might be causing pain in the butt. So, anywho, I highly recommend this whole line in general. The tier 7's pretty lackluster, but the rest of the planes on this line are very, very fun and very, very solid. The tier 10 Yak-30 is definitely not the best tier 10 in the game, but it's still a solid performer. It's basically a beefed up Yak-19. So, you know, if you like the Yak-19, the Yak-30 is even better. But no surprises, it's the same guns. So it's not like you're having to relearn the wheel or anything like that. But a lot of fun anyway. Alright, hope you enjoyed this ace gameplay, and otherwise I hope you have a great night. Bye.